So hello everyone, I am Monica from IELTS 9 channel. So let's start this reading. This reading name is Bats to the Rescue. So how Madagascar's bats are helping to save the rainforest. It's important to read the title. Okay, so let's look at the paragraph. So this type of paragraph we have, and let's look at the type of question. So for first type of question we have here true false not given, and the second type of question is complete the table below. So let's begin it without wasting any time. Okay, so here question number 1 is saying many Madagascan forests are being destroyed by attacks from insects. Try to understand the meaning of this question statement, what they are trying to say. So many Madagascan forests are being destroyed by attacks from insects. Okay, so if they are talking about any destruction of forest by attacks from insects, okay, if they are talking about any special kind of insects, then of course they will not match. From insects, so of course definitely insects can be of any type, and if they are not talking about any destruction of forest, then of course it will be opposite, false will be there. Okay, and if they are talking about forests are being destroyed but not by insects but by some other ways, then also it is false. And not given will be there if they are not talking about who, writer in the passage about destruction of forest by attack and all, then your answer will be not given. Okay, so of course for first type of question we have, so I will be start looking from the first paragraph only. Now let's look at these were the words Madagascar forest were there. So let's read it. There are few places in the world where relations between agriculture and conservation are more strained. Madagascar forests are being converted to agricultural land at a rate of 1% every year. Okay, so these forests are converted into these lands. Much of the destruction, yes, this word we were looking, is fueled by cultivation of the countries of main staple crop rice. So destruction, damage of these forests are being they are discussing, writer is discussing, but not by, let's read it further in another, but not by the insects. They are talking about agriculture. And a key reason for this destruction is that insect word is also there, but pest, they were not talking about any pest, are destroying vast quantities of what is grown by local subsistence farmers. So it means these forests are damaged by farmers, not by insects. So it means information is contradiction. Okay, so first answer is false, because are being destroyed, till here we got everything. Okay, but by attacks from insects instead of insects we got agriculture. Okay, that's why it is false. Second one, loss of habitat has badly affected insectivorous bats in Madagascar. So loss of habitat, so this is my keyword for finding the location first, and then I will match it whether these kinds of bats are badly affected in Madagascar, or of course their loss of habitat also. So then it is true, and if they are not talking about these animals, okay, these animals and their loss of habitat, then not given. And if they are talking about that they were not affected very much, then these bats, then of course false will be there. Okay, now insectivorous, so this is the first paragraph we have done till here. Now let's read it from here. The result is devastating habitat and biodiversity loss on the island, but not all species are suffering. Okay, in fact some of the islands, this word we were looking for, these insectivorous bats are currently thriving. And if you don't know the meaning of this, doesn't matter, we will be reading it thoroughly, and otherwise its meaning is increasing, and this has important implications for farmers and conservationists like, okay, the result is devastating habitat, means loss of habitat. That was in the question. Biodiversity loss on the island, but not all species are suffering. Okay, in fact, some of the island, not all species are suffering, not all. It means in fact some of the islands insectivorous are currently thriving. This has important implication for farmers. If you it means from this line you can make out the meaning of that, or you can just try to match the meaning with that thing. So it means these were not infected, these were not affected, badly affected, because this result, which result, forest deforestation and all, devastating habitat, that loss of habitat was there, but not all species are suffering, and especially they have given this name. It means they were not badly affected. So again contradiction is there. Again contradiction is there. This was also there, devastating habitat, this kind has badly affected insecti. So they are saying just because of loss of habitat that has badly affected these bats in Madagascar. Actually they were not affected. So that's why it is false. Again contradiction was there. So badly was also not there. They were affected but not badly, but in fact they were thriving. Okay, third number, Ricardo Rocha. Okay, this word is our keyword for location. Has carried out studies, okay, of bats in different parts of the world. Okay, so here first we will find the location of the question with this name, and then we will find out whether she has studied different kinds of bats in different parts of the world. If she had studied, then true. If she had not studied, if she had studied only in one university or one city or one country, then it is contradict, means false. And if they are not talking about studies in different parts of the world, of course in any part of the world, then definitely it is not given. Let's go to the paragraph. Now this is the paragraph. This first paragraph we have done. Second paragraph, this person name is this is Ricardo Rocha is there. So let's read it. She is from this university, and whether she had studied about bats in worldwidely. Okay, so he is passionate about conservation and bats. Okay, he is more specifically, he is interested in how bats are responding to human activity and deforestation in particular. Rocha's new study, yes, study was also their word, shows that several species of bats are giving Madagascar's rice farmer a vital pest control service by feasting on plagues of insects turned to forest. So in the whole paragraph they are not talking, writer is not talking about where this person had studied about bats, in which part of the world. So that is not given. So this one is not, okay, not given. Let's go to the fourth one. Habitat modification means some changing, okay, has resulted in indigenous bats in Madagascar becoming useful to farmers. This modification, their habitat, their house modification has resulted in these bats in Madagascar becoming useful to farmers. If their change these bats has resulted in profitable for farmers, then it is correct. And if they had done some losses to the farmers, then it is contradict. And if they are not talking about habitat modification or useful to farmers or loss to farmers, then it is not given. Let's go to the paragraph. So this is the paragraph. This paragraph we have done. Okay, indigenous. So let's find the word in indigenous. 36 recorded are native, making it one of the most important regions for the animal group where in the world. Okay, indigenous. So I need to find it. Yes, habitat modification is in the next paragraph. Co-leading an international team of scientists, Rocha found that several species of indigenous bats are taking advantage of habitat modification to hunt insects swarming above the country's rice field. Okay, so it means Yes, they are talking the same thing. Found that several species of these bats are taking advantages. So they are advantages of habitat modification to hunt insects swarming above the country's rice field. It means when they are eating these insects, these bats are eating, so it means farmers are getting benefited. Okay, so it means that is correct answer, true. So fourth answer is true. Okay, now move on to the fifth one. The Malagasy mouse earned bat is more than other indigenous bat species in Madagascar. Okay, these bats, mouse earned bat. So this is the key word. If they are more than these bats species in Madagascar, then it is correct. If they are not talking about any comparison kind of thing, got it? Any comparison, whether these population is more than these, any kind of comparison between population, their numbers, then not given. And if they are saying in the passage, writer is saying that these are less, these are more, then of course contradiction will be there. Okay, now this paragraph is here, this we were doing it, and I have found this word mouse earned bat. Let's read it from here. They include the Malagasy mouse earned bat, Major's long-fingered bat, the Malagasy white-billed free-tailed bat, and Peter's wrinkle-lipped bat. Okay, indigenous bat. Okay, let's read it in the next paragraph. These winner species are providing a valuable free service to Madagascar, a biological pest suppressors. We found that 6 species of bat are preying on rice pest. No, they are not talking about anything relating to the population. So it means answer is they are not talking about which one is more, which one is less. It means it is not given. Okay. So bats, number 6 one is bats may feed on paddy swarming caterpillars and web combs. So bats may feed on paddy caterpillars and this web worms. We will be looking for the location, and then we will find if the bats may feed on these animals, then correct. If they are not feeding on these, then it may be contradiction. And if they are not talking about what about bats may about their feed, about the caterpillar's web and any other insects, their feed kind of thing, then it is not given. So yes, my important keywords. So this paragraph we have read, and we have read also this, and in this paragraph I have found this caterpillar and grass webcomb. So these words we were looking for. So let's read it from here. These winner species are providing a valuable free service to biological pest suppressors, says Rocha. We found that 6 species of bat are preying on rice pest. 6 species of bat, it means they were feeding, they were getting food from preying on rice pest, including paddy swarm, caterpillar and grass worm. It means answer is correct. They are saying the correct thing. It means this is true. So we have completed from 1 to 6 question, true false not given. Let's do complete the table. Now next question is complete the table using one word only. Okay, and what is the topic? The study carried out by Rocha's team. Okay, first aim, they are talking about this, and then method. So where we are going to look, what we are going to look for the location. So whatever we have studied, we have covered the passage for true false not given. After that we will be start reading it, because 2 types of questions are there in this. So my main thing is DNA and ultrasonic word I will be finding it, then I will try to match this thing. Ultrasonic recording. So first aim is there, this park they may be talking about, and method ultrasonic recording to identify favorite feeding spots. DNA analysis of bat. Okay, so some analysis of bat. So bats relating to something would be there. Okay, let's go to the paragraph. So in the next paragraph I have found this word, because this is in capital letter, I could easily find it. So let's read it, what they were trying to say. Okay, ultrasonic word I told you, we will get it, and after that we will find the DNA. So Rocha and his team used state-of-the-art ultrasonic recorders to record over 1,000 bat, 54 sites in order to identify the favorite feeding spots of the bat. Then they next use DNA barcoding techniques to analyze droppings collected from the bats at different sites. So what was the question? So question was here, what they are saying, DNA analysis of bats. So DNA techniques to analyze droppings collected from bats. It means DNA analysis of bat droppings. Okay, so I am writing it here, droppings. So easily you can find everything. Dropping S should be there because it is S. Okay, so now next question, the bats findings were most active in rice fields located on hills, ate pest of rice, dash, comma would be there, sugarcane, nuts and fruit. Okay, so rice, sugarcane, nuts and fruits located on hills. Let's read the next paragraph. So what they are trying to say, yeah, so rice, sugarcane, hills word is there. Yeah, we are near to location, leaving no doubt animals are forcing man-made these fields because of lack of water. Insect DNA analysis showed that all 6 species of bat had fed on economically important insects, while the findings indicated that rice farming benefit from the bats. The scientific also found that the bats were consuming, yes, this has come the location, pest of other crops. So they are talking about rice also, including the black twig bearer which infest coffee plants, the sugarcane, rice, pest of other crops also, rice, and which infects coffee plant, other plants. Now, yes, it is given. Located on hills, 8 pest of rice, sugarcane, nuts and fruit. So what we have to write it? Sugarcane also we got. Sugarcane is also there, nut is also there, and fruit is also there. So we have to write about coffee. So let's read it thoroughly. Other crops including the black twig borer which infects coffee plant. Yes, 8. These are all. This is also plant, this is also plant, and this is also plant, coffee plant. Okay, coffee, rice, coffee and sugarcane. And here they are talking different nuts and fruit. So this nut and fruit. Okay, that's why coffee is answered there. So next one is 9th. Prevent the spread of disease by eating dash 9 number and black files. So I will find and means as well as or these kinds of words they can use. So black files. So let's find the black files. So there, here we have done. So let's read it. Black files. So I will not be going into details, only I am looking at the, yes, black files word is there. Okay, as well as also there. And so let's find it, what they want to say. Prevent the spread of disease by eating. So they are preventing some disease by eating dash and black flies. Sorry, this is black flies. Okay, so let's read it from here. Rusha and his team found evidence that mega bats feed not just on crop pests but also on mosquitoes, carriers of malaria. This is disease, fever virus, and as well as black flies which spread river. So this is also explanation of this disease. This is also explanation of this disease. So I will be writing here mosquitoes. Okay, so mosquitoes. Okay, so let's move on to the next 10th number. Local attitudes to bats are mixed. They provide food rich in. Okay, so they provide food rich in. Okay, let's discuss the food word is in next paragraph. Let's read it. relationship is complicated. When food is scarce, bats became a crucial source of protein for local people. So local people was also there. Food, let's read they provide food rich in, okay, they provide food rich in, so protein, okay, they provide, so local attitudes to bats are mixed, they provide food rich in protein. So easily we can find the thing. Next, 11th, the buildings where they roost become dash. The buildings where they roost become dash. Okay, the buildings where they roost become, roost word is also there. Let's read it here. The bats sometimes roost in buildings but are not welcomed because they make them unclean. They make them means they become unclean. So answer is the buildings where they roost become unclean. That's why they are unwelcomed. So 12th, they play an important role in local. Okay, they play an important role in local what? So after this, what we are going to find? At some times associated ancestors, they play an important role in local. So what is local? Okay, important, they are associated with sacred caves, ancestors, so they can be viewed as being between worlds, which makes them significant in the culture of people. So significant in the culture of people, so local people, okay, local culture. They, okay, so instead of important they have written significant. So our answer is local culture. So culture is given, you can see, which makes them very significant, means which important role in the local culture, okay. So now 13th one, last one, farmers recommendation, farmers should provide special dash to support the bat population. So what farmers should provide? So farmers word is here, let's read it from here, which could have effects on their number, reducing, okay, let's read it from here. Same time deforestation is reducing the places where they can roost, which could have long-term effects on their number. Rocha says with the right help, okay, with the right help, we hope that, so we hope recommendation that farmers can promote this mutually beneficial relationship by installing bat houses, So farmers should provide special houses, okay, houses to support the bat population. So it is given very clearly, like you can, another one potential problem is that white bats are benefiting from farming. So you can read it thoroughly, and with the help, so Rocha says with the right help, we hope, they are recommending to farmers can promote this mutually beneficial relationship by installing bat houses. Okay, so it was given like that, provide special houses to support the population. So this reading we have completed. So reading is bats to the rescue. Thank you so much.